Hello everyone, welcome back. Clusterbmilkshake. I am your host, along with support puppet Mr. Chicken. Yes. Today we are going to talk about trauma bond denial. This is when you are making excuses for being with your toxic partner. Now, I have done this myself. This is why I can see it in you. When you are telling me about the bullshit that you're going through, and then because you don't want to leave your person, I fucking get it, that you're making excuses to stay. So I thought that I would make a video on this, going through the stages of the trauma bond, and then what you do at the end of the relationship that makes you not want to skedaddle into motherfucking happiness that is awaiting you. And I don't want to lie to you about, the pain of the grieving. It sucks. Shit! It sucks. It sucks. Okay. So, a trauma bond doesn't happen because you were treated well during the honeymoon love bomb stage. Okay? They are created because of the lack of love that you get down the road. All right? This is why it's called trauma bond. It's not because it's called they are perfect in every way bond. No. Shit, fucked up shit. Okay, so the stages of being trauma bonded. Number one. Now, you are going to start off with goodness. There has to be a base. There has to be something solid. You feel like you're building your home on granite, not on sand. It's a wonderful fantasy, but it starts off in the honeymoon stage. Both of you are putting your best feet forward. Foot, fuck it, 2 feet. Some will be fucking really smothery and do the love bomby thing. A lot of relationships are just getting to know each other, and they are, interested. I mean, both parties are very excited to be in this new relationship. You have chemistry. You're getting to know each other. Both of you guys are asking each other questions. I hope it's just not the narcissistic person fucking looking up information of you and you're just fucking, yes, I'm just going to talk my ass off. Or, the narcissistic person is just like, here's my motherfucking resume. I'm fucking bitching as hell. Love me. I'm cool. Hopefully it's reciprocated. Please pay attention to that. It needs to be a give and take, not just a give, or, give on your side. Okay? All right. So, honeymoon stage, attention, validation, care, gifts, sex, usually too soon, good listening skills, understanding, and like I said, the best foot forward. So this is the base of the oxytocin dump all up in your heart chakra. All right. Then you are going to get into the trust and dependency stage. Now, usually between the honeymoon and the love bomb and the trust and dependency, they've already thrown down the L word. The motherfucking L word, dude. Love should be coming to you, real, authentic love. Everything else is just like lust and excitement, and that isn't love. Love comes gradual. And real love should be like fucking 3 months down the road. You know, you're very excited to be with somebody, but you don't fucking L-word them yet. You know? No. That's a nice red flag. And I love how, you know, I've had people L-word me really quick. And then they make excuses for it and stuff. But I don't give a fuck because, you know, I am a red flag and I love it. Okay. So, trust and dependency. Now, this is normal when progressing slowly through the relationship, but your unmet needs from your own childhood are getting dumped on you at high velocity. You fall into your own fantasy that they will always be this perfect mate. Now, people become dependent on somebody else boosting their self-esteem. I am guilty of that. This is what narcissists are. They need self-esteem regulation from other people. If you need somebody, if you are dependent on them to boost your self-esteem, okay, that's a fucking no. No. You should have a strong sense of self. And if somebody starts to remove any of the self-esteem that you already have, if they're trying to chip away at your self-esteem, red flag, bro. That's when you know that this is not for you. You will tell them, no. This is when you set up your boundary. No, you don't get to fucking talk to me that way. I do not believe that about myself. You don't get to fucking devalue me. No. So, trust is earned over time with consistency. Now, a lot of you who are starving for something that you didn't get in your past relationships, and which started in childhood as well, you're going to think consistency, oh God, they've been, calling me for a couple weeks. They've been doing what they say for this amount of time. It really needs to be consistent for a long months. If they say that they're going to fucking show up somewhere, they show up. If they say that they're going to fucking text, they're going to text. If they say that they're going to do something for you, it's going to get done consistently over time. The mindfuck is that when somebody who wants to be around you all the fucking time and is giving you attention all the time, it's almost like time becomes distorted. You start thinking that this small amount of time is that soulmate shit where I've known you forever. Okay, so please be aware of this shit, or be aware if this is what you went through, okay? Take some responsibility too. All right. So, all of this, the first two stages, in a healthy way, is the basis of all happy relationships. You're building a friendship, okay? This is what you're doing. Friendships are very important to build at the beginning of a relationship. So you think, your friends are dependable, you trust your friends. You are a good listener. You care about them. You want to be helpful. You give and take. This is friendship. This is the beginning of a relationship. So, and I understand, you're already buying the house, having kids, married with the picket fence. I get it. Keep that shit on the down low, okay? You can have your little fucking fantasy and everything in your head, but don't expose that to anyone, except for, your bestie or some shit. I met this guy. But otherwise, don't. Because they're going to be like, I got you locked down. I feel safe to, number 3, criticize the shit out of you. Okay? So, not only is it just being safe to do the criticism thing, but it is we saw you in the beginning of the relationship as this perfect partner, fantasy partner, just like you did to us. But from a narcissistic point of view, you're being the fantasy is being chipped away because now you're showing your real self. We fell in love with the fantasy, not the real fucking you. Okay? All flawed up fucking you. Okay? Somebody who is also going to have their own problems, their own issues, their own criticisms, their own judgments, their own, you're not going to pay attention to us anymore after the honeymoon stage. You're not paying attention to us anymore like you used to. Why is it only my job to fucking kiss your ass? Where's my... Huh? So, during the, when the criticisms are happening, this is the devalue stage. Now, you are being devalued in our head before it ever flies out of our mouth. Okay? You're just like, oh my God, it came out of nowhere. We've been typing up fucking all kinds of bullshit in our head. Sometimes, most of the time, and you guys do this too, you'll start bitching and complaining or whatever to your friends and family. Well, a narcissistic person is going to do that too. Then they're going to start criticizing you. And you don't fucking know what the fuck is going on. Like, one time my ex fucking typed up all these fucking criticisms and shit in his fucking phone, and then one day just fucking threw them on me. I'm too drunk to fucking read it and shit, but I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? You've been building up this list of hate mail against me? It's fucking heartbreaking, man. You can also be blamed for things that you have never done, or you will start to see the projections begin. Now, narcissists are not aware of their projections. Okay? Cluster Bs are not. This is something that is happening inside of us. You're, our mirror. So we can just we want to dump. We're hating on ourselves. Okay? We're angry. We're going to shit on ourselves through you. We're going to beat the fuck out of you because we know that you're not going anywhere. Unless you have 2 cluster Bs, you realize that you can't fuck with a cluster B without getting fucked up back, And that could be we're fighting back with you, or we're taking off. We're taking off. Fuck you, man. You don't fucking talk to me like that. We're not crumbling into tissue paper. I get my heart hurt. You hurt me, and all I know is to hurt you back. I'm angry. Yeah, I'm thinking that, any anger coming from you just reminds me that I'm hated, and, you're going to abandon me, so I'm out. I'm out of here. All right. Arguments start to appear, insecurities, triangulation, jealousy, anger, blame, name calling, and breakups will happen here during this stage. You feel like your feelings are dismissed. You're going to get the silent treatments and ghosting like they don't care about you. Now, I've been on both sides of the ghosting, silent treatments, the fucking breakups, the dismissals, the fucking blame shifting, the double standard. I've been on both sides. Okay? So even though I know why I'm not talking to you, it's always because I'm fucking angry and I can't deal with you right now. So I'm not fucking talking to you. But when you have, when it's happening to me and you guys aren't talking, either me and my partner, you and your partner, whatever, it's painful, even for a narcissistic person, it's painful because it's like, I can't read your mind. So I don't know what's going on in your head, and you don't know what's going on in mine. So it's not like, I'm this demonic creature who's just like, ghost, you're nothing. I know it feels like that, but all of these emotions are swarming around and shitting me too. And I can't fucking talk to you. I don't know what to fucking say to you. Either I already said it, or I think that you should already know, because how dare you? You do whatever the fuck you did, right? Anyway, so all of this bullshit is going down. Projections, punching bag you are morphing into. We know that you're not going to leave, or you will cycle back. This is why, the fights get closer together, because, the cycle, it's the cycle. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're never gone forever. I'm never gone forever, because I fucking melt back into human form and shit, and I want my person back. Yeah, you gotta fix it though. Okay, number 4. The downfall of the relationship or their happiness is your fault. Yes, we believe this too. You're not the perfect person that I thought we were. I think that you were lying to me in the beginning of the relationship. I put the fantasy on you, you put the fantasy on me. We didn't say, oh, I'm flawed in all this fucking ways. And instead, sometimes some borderlines will be like, I have borderline personality disorder. Look it up so you can know what you're getting into and shit. I ain't fucking telling you nothing. But, people aren't, going to... in the beginning of the relationship say, oh yeah, I got all these fucked up flaws, because also you're trying to either be a better partner this time, or you do know that you're a shit, and so you're going to kind of keep that stuff on the down low, or you believe that you always pick fucked up partners, which is on you. Stupid. All right. So, number 5. Here is when the controlling behaviors could start, or you start people pleasing to win back their favor. The walking on eggshells is starting here. So, and it could be a mix. So I'm not saying one or the other. So, controlling behaviors could start. And codependents also do this too. You're using your anger, or you pout or something. Both of you guys are kind of in the toxic zone a little bit. But, if, a narcissistic person, or you could even fuck, dude. In the past, I always felt like I couldn't go out to Taco Tuesday with my sister or do something because my ex-husband would pout and everything. And that made me very angry that he was trying to guilt me. And so I would stew with anger at him. And later on down the road, I was like, fuck you, dude. I'm going out. I don't see my sister, so I'm going out to have friend time. She was my only fucking friend anyway. I'm going out to have my friend time. If you're going to sit here and be alone and you don't want to go do anything with your brother, that's on you. So, I had to be like, okay, well, I'm not going to sit here and be angry just because you're a pouty little fuck. I'm going to go out and do, my thing with my sister for a couple fucking hours. So what? All right. Number 6. This is your loss of self. You accept your lot in life. Fighting back gets you nowhere, and being abandoned by a narcissist is out of the question. You already know what it feels like to go through withdrawals being away from this person. You're already obsessed with the intermittent reinforcement. You are being crumbed. You are being crumbed. You think this is a 5-course meal because you haven't been fed any affection, love, and attention for long periods of time, that when they finally give you something, you're like, you know. My ex-husband, he fucking said that to me once when he was like, bye, I'm leaving, you know, and I walked over to him because he usually comes and gives me a kiss, and this time he didn't. So I walked over to him and I said, okay, give me a kiss, goodbye. I gave him a kiss, and he, you know, did the fucking starving man in the desert cracker eating thing. And I was like, shut up. Now, because I'm an avoidant, I don't give a fuck. I have no fucking feelings about how you're feeling too. Well, that's the lack of empathy thing. And so when he's complaining, you know, covertly, with sarcasm, I didn't give a shit. I didn't give a shit because I don't want to do the physical touchy thing. I don't care. Your pain that you're feeling, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck. You know, goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Here you go. Bye, bye, bye. Let's continue. All right, so I want to just add with the intermittent reinforcement is so you will, you know, be kept in line. It's just like the mouse experiment, you know. The mouse keeps getting food, you know. The mouse is getting food. Beginning of the relationship, the mouse is getting food, pushing the lever down. Then pushing the lever down, pushing the lever down. Okay, now you get some food. Lever, 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 now. And now they're doing it 100 fucking times, and they're still doing it. So you're still trying to do, people please, get that love and attention back, and then you're just getting, you know, a little bit of food. A little bit of food. It's a complete psychological mind fuck, because what if I don't pull the lever anymore, and I'm just like started taking care of my own food supply, you know? Think about that. Think about that. You started taking care of your own love and attention for yourself and validation for yourself, and you didn't need it from this food source. What would happen then? What would happen? Would that manipulate their minds into giving more to get more food from you? I wonder. All right. So you start, this is the denial part, you start making excuses and denying this is happening to you, or that it's not that bad. You start up with the cognitive dissonance. They're horrible to me, but they can also be sweet and caring. But the sweet and caring person doesn't make an appearance anymore, but your mind is gaslighting you into time traveling back when they were. Okay? So when I talk to people and they're trying to gaslight themselves and saying, you know, because when I'm just like, this is who they are. This is who they are. They're not that person back then. This is who they are now. And their behaviors haven't changed, except for giving you little scraps here and there. You know, all the anger, all the disrespect. There is no intimacy. There's no connection, you know? And, you know, they're just like, no, but I know. And I'm like, no. What were they like in the last couple months of your relationship? That's what you're getting forever. That's what you're getting forever. During that time is when you were asking them if they are going to, you know, what the fuck are you doing? Can we, you know, there's something wrong here. And let me tell you this, when you start talking about therapy, in a relationship with a narcissist, they're gonna turn into smoke, dude, and fucking float away. They don't want none of that shit. You're the problem. They're not the fucking problem. You're not being kept. You're not doing your job. The toaster isn't working anymore. You're not doing your fucking job. Do what I want, and I will be happy. But we're never happy. Happiness is an inside job. And when we only start looking at it on the outside, we're always going to be suffering. It's not your job to make other people happy. It's not I can't be bitching at others to be making me happy, to fill that void. There's doing things together as a couple. There's, spending time caring about each other and stuff like that. I'm not talking about that shit. But, when you're controlling somebody and bitching at them all the time that they're making you unhappy, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. No. You are making you unhappy. And if me as the and I know this, I fucking read self-help books and shit. And when I started working on myself, my relationships started to change. But when you get into that point where you guys aren't working on fucking nothing, no self-improvement whatsoever, it's gone. TNT, bro. All right. So some things that you need to be asking yourself. Do you start taking responsibility for their bad behavior? Do you feel gaslit that everything is your fault? Do you feel that you make them treat you badly? Or you let things go because of their own childhood trauma, PTSD, mood disordered, or mental illness. Now you can have compassion, but you need to have boundaries. And if you don't know what those fucking are, I did make a video on what healthy boundaries are. Watch it. All right? Don't forget how they made you feel. You need to be logging this shit. You do need to be journaling these things that you tried to bring up to them and that were never resolved. Don't erase texts and hurtful emails. Remember these things. Gather them up. Put them in an archive, okay? When things start going to shit. So you can have this nice big fucking folder of hellfire when things go down. You guys break up and you know in your fucking soul that you don't want to go back to this. You're in fucking drug rehab now. Suckers. Okay? You're in my world now. And there's going to be healing going on. And it's going to suck. It's going to suck. But then it's going to get way fucking better. Believe me. Sometimes you're going to be feeling like, you miss your person. But when you remember how you were treated, it's like, I'm happier that I'm not being bitched at 24/7 and made to feel like a garbage human being. I'd rather be alone than made to feel like that, And when you remember that, fucking Mr. Chicken's giving you a gold star, mother sucks. Yes. All right. You get a gold star. All right. I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Namaste.